Good morning and welcome to Identity Leathercraft. This is just a little short video to talk about edge bevelers and how to sharpen them. First of all, I just want to show you the difference between a keen edge beveler and a standard beveler, because we get asked about that quite a lot. I'm going to hold this one up to the camera so you can see this has a smooth back here between the two little prongs here, and this is just the standard beveler. They come in different sizes, and the larger the number the size, the wider that bit is, which means that more leather gets taken off when you use it. So that's really going to give you the definition of how much of a rounding you get. People often ask whether there's a particular edge beveler you should use for a particular thickness of leather, but it is just an aesthetic. Sometimes we want to have like more of a rounded oblong shape to our edges, and sometimes it's nice to have that full curve round, and how much you take off with your edge beveler and the width of it is what will determine that shape. So there's a kind of an aesthetic at play there. So generally I use the size 2, as for most thicknesses of leather it gives me what I want to do. The keen edge beveler is probably more of an advanced tool. It would give you just a different angle on the edge, and it's quite a different shape on the back. So if you look, it has this much deeper channel going up the back there, rather than that centre that we had on the smooth back of this one. If I just show you them both together the right way. There we go. Okay, so those are the differences between the two bevelers. So if you're going to sharpen them, the technique is the same. I like to sharpen using a firm block underneath, so I tend to use my marble block. And for this I've got just our normal strop leather, which is our grey leather, and this has been tanned to include some of the same pastes that are used, like in the green paste for stropping. So it's a special leather that's available on the website under the strop section. You'll see on here there's some dark lines. I'm going to make a new one just to show you how it works. So I'm going to use some Jeweler's Rouge, even though this leather can be used without, but I just want to get some extra friction going. Again, the Jeweler's Rouge is on the website. It's like a hard chalk. If you haven't used it before, I'm just rubbing some in, and there's a bit of a patch there you can just see. This is using the top grain piece of the leather, which is slightly sort of nubucky, suede in feel. And then I take my edge beveler, and what you want to do is to press quite firmly, a lot more firmly than you would normally do for stropping. Press down at 45 degrees, and the reason for that is you want to sort of create tram lines that you're going to keep working into, and every time you go back to sharpen your edge beveler, if you go back into those same lines, then the bit that's in the centre of the leather is the bit that's going to polish out that really delicate kind of blade in the edge there. If I press that down, you can feel the grooves and channels kind of appear as you keep working it, and it gets sort of better the more you do it, really. So you can see there, right, that's the one I've just done. So you can see there's two lines going down, and that's what I've been running the blade into. If I take a piece of the leather now and do a little test on it, you can see and hopefully hear just how easy and sharp that went through, and it was pretty blunt before. Probably should have done it before, but that's how that's gone off. If I take that same piece, it's got another section on it, I'm just going to sharpen in the same way, and I've got a tram line on here that I use for the keen edge, which is slightly different shape. Sharpen that. So once you've got your grooves, 2 or 3 strokes of that before you start doing your edge bevelling, and it will make a massive difference to your tools and the life of your tools. And you can see there it came off nice and evenly and nice and neatly, and you can't quite see on there, but it does take off a little bit more of a different angle using the keen edge beveler. So all of these bevelers are on our edging section. The strops are on the website. If you just type the word strop in the search box, it should take you there. And Jeweller's Rouge, again, just type the word rouge and you should be able to find those items. So that's how to look after your bevelers. Thank you so much for watching. The website is www.identityleathercraft.com. Thank you.